This series of videos started at the middle of the diamond, at the widest part of the diamond, and then we tapered on down to a single S stitch, and then we closed over after the S stitches back to Z. So now, if you want to start a new set of diamonds, how do you work that S stitch on a Z-leaning bit of cloth? Yes, that's a very special stitch. I call it the awkward stitch. And here you'll see it in kind of a lavender color. Yeah, it's a different kind of thing than the work on 2 front threads, work on 2 back threads. Let me show you how that works. Not so complicated, but a little bit fiddly and kind of awkward. So now I want to restart the diamond. We want to make a single S stitch on the field of Z. We want to make an S stitch here and another S stitch over there. And let me show you how this works. So we happen to be starting on a plait row. We begin by pick up 2, put 1 down, and then we work 4 plain Z stitches, 3, 4. And the next stitch needs to be an S leaning stitch. But you know what? The threads are set up wrong for this S stitch. We need to be using these 2 threads. That is a Z or Z crossing, but it needs to cross the other way. Sometimes the way to do this, there's several ways to do this. One way is that you work the stitch like this just to identify the threads, and then we're going to twist them around and cross them the other way. Make it work S-wise. That might seem kind of inefficient. The more efficient way to do this might be to use a scissor and pinch method. Now the scissor needs to come and grab that far thread. It needs to come around in front. I need to come around in front of the first thread. I scissor grab the second thread. I drag it around in front of the partner and then grab the partner who is behind so I can pinch it. Let me do that again. Okay, the stitch needs to happen between this thread and this thread. And this one starts at the back. He needs to come around in front, and he needs to end up as a back thread over here. This thread starts off as a front thread, and he's going to end up as a front thread. So it's a little odd, but this is how I tend to do it. It's an awkward movement, but this is how it goes. Okay, the thread that needs to end up at the back is this one over here, and this is where I'm going to hold back threads. So I come in front of the first thread, I grab the second thread with my scissor grab, I bring him over, and then let's see, I'm going to release here and grab here. Okay, this is the scissor part of the stitch, and that's the pinch part of the stitch. One more time. The stitch, I first of all identify which 2 threads need to work in the stitch, these 2 threads. Then I'm going to, S is a scissor pinch, I'm going to go in front of this one, scissor this guy, come over and pinch. And then I'm supposed to work 7 Z stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I need to work another S stitch here, and it's an awkward stitch. It's that lavender color. I'm going to come in front, grab with my scissor grab because it's an S stitch, scissor the far one, and pinch the near one. Pinch, scissor, pinch, scissor, pinch, scissor, pinch, scissor, to the end of the row. Mash everything down. And let's look and see what we've got there. So we have Z, 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 Z. There's 1 S stitch in the middle, and you see we have 2 threads at the back and 2 threads together at the front. That's the mark that demarcates where that S stitch happened there. And over here, same thing. There's 2 threads together at the back, 2 threads together at the front, and that demarcates where that S stitch is at. Yep, that's good. Okay, the next row, we're going to have, here we had 1 S stitch, we're going to have 2 S stitches. So the transition stitches are now going to be in S. So we have more S's. We work like this, S, and here we're working the first of that pair at the back. That's our last normal Z or Z. We're going to work a transition stitch in S. The transition stitch happens on these 2 front threads. I scissor the far one, pinch the near one, and then the next stitch is on 2 back threads. I'm going to scissor the far one, pinch the near one, and I'm back to Z or Z. Pinch, scissor, pinch, scissor, pinch, scissor. Until, let's see, right here, there's where we have the 2 threads at the back, 2 at the front. This is our last normal Z. We want to work 2 S stitches. So we scissor the far one, pinch the near one, scissor the far one of the backs, pinch the near one, and then back to Z. And we're getting the top of the diamond started. So rows 10, 11, 12, and 13 get the diamond started, and then you jump back to row 2, 3, 4. There you go. A diamond worked in S on a background of Z or Z interlinking stitches.